I've got it in my head, a way to kill somebody, push somebody off it, and I know for a fact they'll die from falling from 100 feet.
Last summer, a horrific tragedy happened here. It really was every parent's worst nightmare. A family on holiday were visiting the Tate Modern art gallery, and they were on the viewing platform at the top of that tower when their 6-year-old son wandered just a few feet away from them. In an instant, he was picked up by a stranger and thrown over the 10th floor balcony. That stranger was a teenager named Jonty Bravery. He has pleaded guilty to attempted murder. Jonty has autism and other conditions, and he was in council care. Now, the Mail can reveal that Jonty Bravery confessed to his carers his plan to throw somebody from a tall building. He made the confession almost a year before he did it. The carers recorded that confession, and this is the recording of Jonty Bravery speaking about his plan.
I've got it in my head, I have to kill somebody to go to prison, to be away from here. So in the next few months, it has to be, the latest has to be by February in my head, yeah, but ideally I want to do it before. If I could do it right now, I would. I've got it in my head, a way to kill somebody, and then I know for a fact I'm going to go to prison if I do that. So I want to one day meet up with my dad. It could just be a friend, it could be anyone, but I'm just saying specifically who I've got in my head. And then go out for the day casually, and just go out to central London just for the day out, you know, just as if we're having a normal day. And then go and visit some of the landmarks. It could be the Shard, it could be anything. It could be, as long as it's a high thing, and we could go up and visit it. And then push somebody off it, and I know for a fact they'll die from falling from 100 feet. There, you happy now?
Now, I've spoken over many hours to the carer who made that chilling recording. He claims he reported Jonty's plan to a more senior colleague and played that recording to someone else involved in Jonty's care. They both deny this. The carer's words are being spoken by an actor to protect his identity, but this is what he said.
The whole situation could have been dealt with very much differently. It was a tragedy waiting to happen. People didn't take certain precautions about what he was saying seriously enough.
Almost a year after his confession, Jonty Bravery went ahead and did exactly what he had told them he would do. He chose the 6-year-old French boy on summer holiday with his parents entirely at random, and eyewitnesses say he picked him up and threw him over the balcony in one swift movement. The boy's mother let out what one witness described as a primal scream of horror. She had to be restrained from climbing over after him. Her son's 100-foot fall was broken by the sloped side of the Tate Tower, but he broke both arms, both legs and his back, and he had a bleed on the brain, and he'll never be the same again. Now, the carer I spoke to wasn't working with Jonty at the time of the incident on August the 4th last year, but he claims that Jonty Bravery was allowed to visit the Tate that day on his own. And this was despite the fact that Jonty had previously been arrested on suspicion of a violent assault on someone else, and he was on bail.
I feel like him being allowed out independently was a risk to the public. Risk assessments should have been put in place for him not being allowed out independently.
Could this tragedy have been avoided?
Yes, definitely. I believe he could have been prevented.
Jonty Bravery was under the care of Hammersmith and Fulham Council, which says it is cooperating with a review of the case.
We're Spencer and Arlington. We are a care provider for young people and adults with disabilities.
The carer worked for a care company called Spencer and Arlington, which was paid by the council to look after Jonty. Spencer and Arlington said in a statement that it had no knowledge and no records of the claims being made. It said it had absolutely no evidence Jonty had told carers of his plan, adding, "Nor is there any mention of this recorded in any care plan, case report or review. We believe we have acted entirely properly." Jonty Bravery told police he just wanted to be on the news. He'll be sentenced later this month.